Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Hello, children. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening. All right, let's practice some questions from the chapter Arithmetic Progressions and Quadratic Equations today. So this is your first question from Arithmetic Progressions. Find a n minus 1th term of the AP, root 7, root 28, root 63, and so on. Find a n minus 1th term. Please work, please try. So we know that an is a plus n minus 1 into d. A n minus 1 will be a plus whichever term, this term minus 1 into d. This will be the formula. Nth term is n minus 1. So n minus 1th term will be whatever the term is n minus 1 minus 1. See here, nth term is n minus 1 into d. Whatever term minus 1 into d. So if you want this term, then it will be that one, n minus 1 minus 1 into d. See here, can you see this n here? So you must write this n minus 1. Then minus 1. This is n minus 1 and minus 1 like this into d. Now you know the first term, you know you can find the common difference and hence find the a n minus 1th term. Please work. Are you all getting this? Class, you can see the correct answer on your screen. So find a Find A meaning write out what is A, the value of D, and the formula A n minus 1. Substitute. You cannot write anything for n because you have to find n minus 1th term. So n is n only. So the answer, the final answer you get will be in n. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll give you 2 more minutes. Go through the answer, complete it. All right. Children, should I clarify anything else? Okay. This is your second question. The sum of n terms of two APs are in the ratio. I think once we also did it in the class. The sum of the n terms of two APs are in the ratio 3n minus 13 is to 5n plus 21. Find the ratio of their 24th terms. Please help me. What should I go after this? What is Sn? Yes, class. What is Sn?
N by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D, ma'am.
Yeah, n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. And what about the denominator Sn?
Capital N by 2.
Oh, for both it is the sum of n terms only.
Oh, okay.
The sum of n terms of two different APs, but for both sum to n terms only. SNC, you can see that n is the same in both. Sum to n terms of two different APs. So that means their first term and common difference are different. But in both the cases, we are taking the sum to n terms. It's given the sum of n terms of two APs, n terms only. Like if we take 100 terms for the first AP, 100 terms for the second AP also. But they are two different APs. That means their first terms are different. Their common differences is also different. So now tell me. See, we have these three variables. We have A, N, and D. N is N only. Different AP. So this is A and this is D. We need to understand A, N, and D. So let this be for the first AP. For the second AP, N is N. N is N. But since they are two different APs, let's take the first term as capital A and the common difference as capital D. Because they're two different APs. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Priyadarshini. Class. Maybe you can make a note of this. You can make a note of this one. For Sn, it's like this. Make a note of that. All right. Now tell me, class.
N by 2 of.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. See. Sorry. Yeah. Because we've been talking about capital N, suddenly what was in my mind just came out. Yeah, N by 2 of
2 capital A plus N minus 1 into capital B.
is equal to 3n minus 13 divided by 5n plus 12, 21. Okay, next.
N by 2 get cancelled, ma'am.
Correct. Then what should you find actually? What should we find? Let's try to do that in the rough column. What are we supposed to get? What are we supposed to get? We are supposed to find this. We are supposed to find this. Okay, the ratio of the 24th terms. So this is what we're supposed to find. So we must find A plus 23D by A plus 23D. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we must find A plus 23D. But here what do we have? 2A. Well, we have 2A here. In our working, we have A and D, but we have 2A. So let's multiply the numerator and denominator by 2 and see what happens. You can do that. No, you can multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. So it's like 2A plus 46D by 2A plus 46D. It's the same, children. We're multiplying the numerator and denominator by 2. When you do that, you get 2A plus 46D by 2A plus 46D. When you take out 2 common, they'll get cancelled. It's the same thing, A plus 23D by A plus 23D. Now, why did we multiply? Because here we have 2A. We want to compare the coefficients. You can compare the coefficients only when, the coefficient. Now here it is 2A. This expression is 2A plus n minus 1 into D. While here we had A plus 23D. It was A. So now it's easy to compare 2A plus 46D. This is 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So 2A, 2A. Now this n minus 1 into D should be 46D. This n minus 1 into D should be 46D. This is our rough work. We need to get 2A plus 46D. So when you compare 2A, n minus 1 into D, 46D. So you want your n minus 1 to be 46. Let n minus 1 be equal to, you can show this in the rough work. You can show this in the rough work. You don't have to write this and erase it. Let it be visible to the teacher or the invigilator. I'm sorry, to the evaluator. So let n minus 1 be equal to 46. Do we understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we are just comparing the coefficients. N minus 1 into D is equal to 46D. So n minus 1 is 46. So you get n is equal to 47. So let n be 47. Now use, wherever there is n, use 47. 2A plus 47 minus 1 into D divided by 2A plus 47 minus 1 into D. We're continuing after this. In place of n, we're using 47. D is equal to 3 into 47 minus 13 divided by 5 into 47 plus 21. Yes, children, please calculate this. So you get 2A plus 46D. See, we got 2A plus 46D. 2A plus 46D by 2A plus 46D is equal to, please work this, children. 3 into 47 minus 13. Yeah. What is 3 into 47 minus 13?
128, ma'am.
Okay, 128. Divided by 5 into 47 plus 21.
256, ma'am.
256. So now take out 2 common. A plus 23D by 2 common. A plus 23D is equal to, I think 128, 1s are 2s are 1 by 2. Now 2 gets cancelled. A plus 23D means the 24th term. Or you can, or you all know that the A plus 23D is nothing but the 24th term. So that means A24. There's no place. I can show you one more step. So you can say A plus 24 minus 1 into D by A plus 24 minus 1 into D is equal to 1 by 2. Is equal to 1 by 2. Twenty-three is 24 minus 1. So A plus 24 minus 1 into D is nothing but 824 divided by 824 is equal to 1 by 2. So the ratio of that 24th terms is 1 by 2. Please write down, children. So children,
1 minute, ma'am.
13 of us in the class. Class, use the emoji, raise your hand. See, Darshini, Mutube, Aksharam, Sabari Krish, Darshan, Shivani, Manasa, Priya, Balharish, Hariharan, Rakshita, Harshita, hi. Okay. So all of you are there, but why nobody is unmuting to answer? Okay, see, I hope the class is useful, meaning you're able to understand. Ask your doubts at least. Any doubts, class?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
All right, children. Fine. All right, children. Yeah, thank you for responding. So this is about the second one. I hope you finished writing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is your next question. The sum of the first 3 terms of an AP is 33. If the product of the first and the third term exceeds the second term by 29, Find the AP, also find S10. So what are the first three terms of an AP? The first three terms of an AP are A plus D, A plus 2D. What is given? The sum of the first three terms. So A plus D plus A plus 2D. The sum of the first three terms is 33. So 3A plus 3D is equal to 33. 3 common, A plus D is equal to 33. A plus D is equal to 11. 33 by 3, 11. Write down till here. Okay. The product of the first and the third term. The product of the first and the third term. So first term into third term. Into third term. Exceeds means is more than. That means the difference. I've told you this a few times in the class. If I say that my age exceeds your age by 32 years. If I say my age exceeds your age by 32 years, that means my age minus your age is equal to 32. My age exceeds, that means it's more than your age. My age is more than your age by 32. So my age minus my age, you don't read my age, okay? I'm saying my age. Teacher's age minus student's age is equal to 32. You don't read it as my age minus your age, then it will not give the same meaning which I'm trying to convey. So it's like the teacher's age. Okay, let me say teacher's age minus student's age is equal to 32. The teacher's age exceeds the student's age by 32. So that means first term, the product of the first and third term exceeds the second term by 29. The product of the first and the third term exceeds the second term by 29. That means this product is more than the second term by 29. So what's the first term? A. The third term, A plus 2D. I'll write it up. Okay, so it's first term into the third term. Okay, so this is the product of the first and the third term minus the second term. See, brackets, very important. If you don't write it without the, if you write it without the bracket, it makes a different sense. So this is the product of the first and the third term. See how it's written? This is the second term and this is the difference is equal to 29. Yes, now you're ready. Solve and find the values of A and D. Okay, so since you're getting a squared, you can use a substitution method here. You can use a substitution method. So go back to this. Go back to this. Go back to this one. No, because you're getting a squared, right? You're getting a squared 2ab. That means you're not going to get another linear equation. See, we have the first equation like a plus d is equal to 11. So you want another linear equation in a and d. You want another equation like 4a minus whatever 11d is equal to 17. You're looking for another linear equation in a and d. But no, it is not linear. It is a into a square, and 2 into ad is 2ad. So you know you cannot solve it like using the elimination method. You cannot solve it simultaneously. So we use a substitution method. Go back to the first equation and write a is equal to 11 minus d, or d is equal to 11 minus a, and substitute that in the second equation. So you can come here and see, children, see, we didn't know earlier, so we realize it only now. A into a is a square. So immediately you should understand that this can be solved only by the substitution method. For that, go back to that linear equation. Write a is equal to 11 minus d. How did we get that? See, we have that, no? A plus d is equal to 11 is what we have. A plus d is equal to 11 is what we have. Okay. So that's what I wrote. A plus d is equal to 11, or a is equal to 11 minus d. A is equal to 11 minus d. Now substitute that here. A is equal to 11 minus d. So instead of a, 11 minus d. Instead of a, 11 minus d plus 2d. Minus instead of a, 11 minus d plus d is equal to 29. I hope all of us have understood. Instead of a, use 11 minus d. Wherever you find a, use 11 minus d. Now this equation is only in d. So you can easily solve this and find the value of d. I need to clear the slide, so please take down till here. Right? Just waiting for you to go ahead. Let me clear this. So you get 11 continuing 11 minus d into 11 plus d. All right, 11 minus d into 11 plus d. And then minus what happens there? D minus D plus D cancels is equal to 29 because this gets cancelled, minus D and plus D. So now this is like A plus B into A minus B, which is A squared minus B squared. So like this is equal to this one on transposing 29 plus 11. A plus B into A minus B is A squared minus B squared is equal to, what will this give us? 40. So D minus D square is equal to 40 minus 121. So minus D square is equal to minus 81, or D square is equal to 81. D is equal to plus or minus 9. D is equal to plus or minus 9. Find the value of A. D is equal to plus or D can, because it's common difference, right? So it can be positive or negative. It's common difference. It can be negative. The first term also can be positive or negative. So you have to take both the values of D. D is equal to plus or minus 9. So now, what's the expression for A? What was the expression for A, children? I cleared the screen. I don't know. What's the expression for A, class? Don't waste time. What is A? 11 minus something. 11 plus D. What was that? Well, you know how it feels? It feels like you're all my seniors and you're bullying me. That's how I feel. I'm into my first year of college and, you know, you're all my seniors and you're ragging me, all of you. I'm asking you, what is the expression for A? I cleared the screen. I don't have it.
From A equal to 11 minus D.
11 minus D. Who's that? My savior. Who's that?
Priya, ma'am.
Priya, thank you. A is equal to 11 minus D. When D is equal to plus 9, A is equal to 11 minus plus 9. So 9. So A is 2. Then what is AP? Find the AP. A is equal to 11 minus D. When A is equal to minus 9, A is equal to 11 minus 9. A is equal to 11 plus 9. A is equal to 20. So under these two circumstances, find the AP. Or find the three numbers, the first three numbers. So when the first term is 2, AP is, the first term is 2. Then the common difference is 9. So 2 plus 9, 11. 11 plus 9, 20. And when it is like this, the AP is first term is 20, then the common difference is minus 9. So it will be 11 and 2. So in either case, the numbers are the same, 2, 11, 20, 20, 11, 2. So we found the AP. So the AP is 2, 11, 20. So it's increasing like that, or it decreases 20, 11, 2, decreases like that. Now these are two different APs. They're not the same. I just meant that the numbers are the same. They're not the same. The AP, they have different first term and they have different common differences. So they don't mean to be the same AP. They're two different APs and okay. Yeah. So the AP is 2, 11, 20 or 20, 11, 2. So we've answered the first part of the question. Find the AP. Now also find S10. Also find S10. You should find S10 for both the APs. You must find S10 for both the APs. Yes, children, please do that and tell me. Make me feel happy, no? Get the answer, correct answer, make me feel happy. Give me 5 minutes. Okay, class, lower your hand. Class, lower your hand. Okay, Nishita. So tell me, class, S10 for the first case, S10 for the second case.
Ma'am, S10 equal to 425, ma'am.
For the first one, Priya.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. 435 for the first one, is it okay? Doing the second one, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me see, yeah. Clear the slide, all of you finished? Okay. So now we have to find when A is, I usually forget, I think 2 and D is 9. No, D is, yeah, 9. S10 is equal to, then the other one is when A is 20 and D is, what was it, minus 11, oh, minus 9, sorry. Minus 9. Okay.
S10 equal to minus 205.
Minus 205. Okay, let's check now. So S10 is equal to n by 2, 10 by 2 of 2A. Correct? No, my A and D values 2 and 9, 20 and minus 9, correct? My A and D values in case 1 and case 2 are correct, right? Okay, nobody wants to help me. So it's going to be 10 by 2, n by 2, 10 by 2 of 2A. 2A plus n minus 1, 10 minus 1, 9 into D. 9 into 9, 81. So it's 5 into 85. So I think this is what you said, 485 to carry over 425. Yes, you were right, Priya. And here when A is 20, n by 2, 10 by 2 of 2A, 2A is 40 plus n minus 1, 10 minus 1 into D. So it will be 9 into D, 81 minus 81. So 5 into 40 minus 81. 5 into 41 minus 41 is minus 225. 5 ones are 5. 205. Did you say this, Priya? Minus 205?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah, I heard something. Come again.
Yes, ma'am. I also got the same answer, ma'am.
Very good. Good, Priya. Do we understand this class? So what is the learning from this answer? When the second equation is also not linear like the first one, you have to use a substitution method. You will have to use a substitution method. So that way you will convert the equation to only one variable. Like we converted the equation to only one variable D. We found the value of D. We got two values for D. So we got two values for A. So we got two different APs and two different S10s. If it was the value for N, if you got N is plus or minus 9, you cannot take minus 9 because N cannot be minus 9. But A can be plus or minus 9. Supposing D also can be plus or minus 9. N cannot be plus or minus 9. N can be only 9. It cannot be, number of terms cannot be, negative minus 9. Okay. Just wait for a minute and we'll go to the next one. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, we don't have such situations for this year, so we'll not do this one. Yeah, we have done two like this in the class, children. I'll just show you the answer also for this. Write down this question, leave some space. You can complete this later. We have done two sums like this in the class. Practice this. I'll show you the correct answer also. Please write down the question and leave some space so that you can complete it later. Give a minute's time for that. All right. How much over?
101.
Yeah. Yes, class. Is it over? All right. Is your next question? If the first term of an AP is 100, first term is 100, and the sum of the first 6 terms is 5 times the sum of the next 6 terms. Find the first 3 terms of the AP and SN. If the first term of an AP is 100, write down the question, children. Leave some space to work the earlier question. Write down this question. Right. So the first term is 100. And the sum of the first 6 terms. How do we express the sum of the first 6 terms? The sum of the first 6 terms is S6. Sum of the first 6 terms is 5 times something. 5 times something. 5 times the sum of the next 6 terms. So how do we express the sum of the next 6 terms? This will be the sum of the first 12 terms minus the sum of the first 6 terms. See, when we say the sum of the next 6 terms, a minute. So when we say sum of the next 6 terms, sum of the next 6 terms. All right, so we are talking about A7 plus A8 plus A9 plus A10 plus A11 plus A12, isn't it? Because first 6 terms meaning A1 to A6. First 6 terms, A1 to A6. Next 6 terms, A7, A8, A9, A10, A11, A12. So this is what is meant by the next 6 terms. Sum of the next 6 terms. You want the sum of the next 6 terms. So that will be the sum of the first 12 terms. A1 to A12 minus A1 to, I'm writing 2. 1 minute, let me make it more clear. Okay, so it's like this. It's like A1 plus A2 plus so on till A12. The sum of the first 12 terms minus A1 plus A2 till A6. See, just think about it. This, okay, let me write it like this. A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Now this is S12. What you see there is S12. From this, if I take away all this, that means I'm removing S6. I'm left with the sum of the next 6 terms. I'm left with the sum of the next 6 terms. From S12, if I take away S6, S12 is from A1 to A12. The sum from A1 to A12. That if I take away, that means subtract the sum of the first 6 terms, S6. See what we are left with, A7 to A12, which is the sum of the next 6 terms. It's just for your understanding, children. So we all know that this is S12. We all know that this is S12. This one is S12. Now we are removing this from A1 to A6. We are removing, we are subtracting this. We are taking away this. We are subtracting this. So if you're removing this, that means you're taking away S6. This is S6. Then you're left with what? A7 to A12. That is the sum of the next 6 terms. Next 6 terms. So you can make a note of this however you want. So S12 minus S6 is the sum of the next 6 terms. Sum of the first 12 terms minus the sum of the first 6 terms will give us the sum of the next 6 terms. So the second condition, this one, the sum of the first 6 terms is 5 times the sum of the next 6 terms. This one is okay. So the sum of the first 6 terms S6 is 5 times the sum of the next 6 terms, that is S12 minus S6. We're just converting whatever is in words, we are writing it as an equation. Sum of the first 6 terms, S6, is means equal to 5 times 5 into sum of the next 6 terms. We just understood that is S12 minus S6. So we can, I think, simplify. We won't write n by 2 now. There's an S6 here also. We'll just treat it algebraically. 1 minute. So we'll just do this. Minus 5 times S6. So you get 5 times S12. When you take this side, minus 5 times S6 minus S6 is equal to 0. So 5 times S12 minus 6 times S6 is equal to 0. Now substitute. Now substitute. That is the formula. Please complete this. I also work this. You please complete this. What after this is children? S12, you should write the formula. 12 by 2 of 2A. You know A is 100, no? You know A is 100. The three unknowns are A, N, and D. A, N, and D are the unknowns. A, we know the first term was 100 is given, so you know this 100. N, we know is 12 and 6. N, we know is 12 and 6. So D is the only thing which you don't know. So you can find D from this. Please work. S12 is 12 by 2 of 2A, 2 into 100. Use the formula and do it. Yes. What's happening? Got the value of D? He's answering. What are we getting, class? Children? I said test, but I think I'm only working all the sums. What can you tell me the answer? The rest of the sums I'm not going to do in the class. I'll only show you the question. Literally nobody's answering. The rest of the class, I'm only going to show you the questions. Yeah, this is the question. Find the answer. Complete this. This is the next question, children. I think this one you can try it yourself. Take this as homework. Find the sum of all non-multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000. Complete this. Who can tell me the procedure in words? Find the sum of all non-multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000. First, what AP will you generate? Children, tell me the AP that you will generate first. Why am I not audible?
No, ma'am.
Class. Yeah, use the emoji. Raise your hand, class. Let me see how many of you are there. Priyadarshini, Sudarshan, Priyadarshini, Shivani, Manasa, Muktavel, Harshita, Hariharan. Where are the others? Darshan. My question is, what is the AP that you generate first?
Ma'am, 201, 202.
201 between, so you should not include 200 and 1000, right? So the first AP will be AP of all numbers between 200 and 1000. This will be the first thing. AP of all the numbers between. Rating has gone so bad. AP of all numbers between 200 and 1000. As Priyadarshini said, 201, 202, 203, so on up to 999. Very good. And then what will you do, Priyadarshini? You should find the sum of all these numbers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we will find the sum of all these. That is the first step. Okay, that is the first step. Next, what AP will you generate?
Multiples of 6 between
Yeah.
200 and 1000.
Okay, so actually I'll just write this. After generating this AP, we should find 201 plus 202 plus 203. We should find the sum of all the numbers. You should find this. You should use a formula and find it. That's the first step. Then Harshita, yes, AP of
Multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000.
very good. Multiples of AP of multiples of 6. AP of multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000. Very good. So what's the first number, Harshita?
201, ma'am.
201,
No, ma'am. 204, ma'am.
204, correct?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
204,
Ma'am,
just
210, ma'am.
no, 204 is the first number, right? Okay, the last number?
Nine 96, ma'am.
996.
Perfect. Both of you, Harshita and Priyadashri, perfect. 996. Next, what should you find? So you must find 204 plus 210 plus 216, so on till 996. You should use the formula, SN formula, and find this sum. Before that, you should find the number, you should find the value of n. You must find n. To find the sum, you should find n using the position of the last number. Using the position of the last number, 900. For the first one, using 999, you should find the value of n. Here, using 996, you should find the value of n. So in both the cases, you should find the values of n and then find the sum like this. Then what's the next step? How will you find the sum of all the non-multiples? This answer,
Ma'am, you have to subtract, ma'am.
yeah, 1 minus 2. 1 minus the answer and 1 minus the answer and 2. The sum of all the numbers between 200 and 1000 minus the sum of all the multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000. If you subtract these two sums, you will get the sum of all the non-multiples of 6. Yeah, please try these sums. I'll share these answers on WhatsApp. I have it worked. Share the answers on WhatsApp. So I think you got the question. Okay. I thought we can do some from AP. I'm sorry, quadratic equations, but this itself is taking time. Okay, children, this is your next question. I want you to work this now in the class. Yes, children, please work. I'll just get back. Yes, class. What are the equations? Sum of the first 10 terms is minus 80. Okay, at least check if
Ma'am,
you've got
2a
this.
plus
Yeah, 2a.
2a plus 19d equals minus 28.
2a plus 19d is equal to
Minus 28, ma'am.
Okay, what's the next one?
28, ma'am.
Okay, next one. Next
Uh,
equation.
5a plus 9d equals minus 16, ma'am.
5a, no?
Yes, ma'am.
5a plus
5a plus 9d
ah.
equals minus 16, ma'am.
Okay, let's check. Yeah. So sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 10 by 2 of 2a plus 10 minus 1 into d. And this one is, okay, before that I should have written. Okay. We'll first write what is given. Array. Yeah. So we're given that the sum of the first 10 terms is minus 80. That means n by 2, 10 by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1, 10 minus 1 into d is equal to minus 80. So 5 into 2a plus 9d is equal to minus 80. So 2a plus 9d is equal to minus 80 by 5. 2a plus 9d is equal to minus 16. Priyadarshini?
Ma'am.
How do you get 5a plus 9d is minus 16?
Ma'am, no, ma'am. I multiplied 5 into 2 and 5 and 19, ma'am.
No, whatever you do, you will get the same equation. You cannot get a different one. You will get 10a plus 45d. You went wrong somewhere there, I think. 10a plus 45. Why should you multiply? Take it for division. Am I wrong? 16
Yes,
5
ma'am.
80, right? 16
Yes, ma'am. I got 10a plus 45d equals minus 80, ma'am.
minus 80. Then what did you do?
Ma'am, then I divide the equation throughout 5, ma'am.
Okay, by 5. Okay. By 5 you will get 2a, right? You have written 5. 5s are 10. To divide by 5, what will you get? 2a, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You've written
Yes,
5a,
ma'am.
that's all. Yeah, that's a mistake.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So class, this is the first equation. I hope you got it, all of you. The next one, I'm clearing the slide. Then it's given that the sum of the next 10 terms is minus 280. Sum of the next 10 terms is equal to minus 280. Next 10 terms meaning this is given, but we can do it in more than one way. So I'll do it like this now. Sum of the first 10 terms plus the sum of the next 10 terms is equal to the sum of the first 20 terms. We are writing this by ourselves. Sum of the first 10 terms plus the sum of the next 10 terms will give us the sum of the first 20 terms. So sum of the first 10 terms is minus 80 plus the sum of the next 10 terms is minus 280 will give you S20. So S20 is equal to minus 360. N by 2, 10 by 20 by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1, 20 minus 1, so 19d is equal to minus 360. So 2a plus 19d is equal to, this will be 10. This will be 10 and the 10 will come for division here. Minus 36, 360 by 10, which is minus 36. So this is the second equation. If you do it like this is the second equation. The equation can be different. depending on how you've constructed it. So what I have done is the sum of the first 10 terms plus the sum of the next 10 terms is equal to the sum of the first 20 terms. So substitute the values accordingly. First 10 terms is minus 80, next 10 terms is minus 280. So like this, we get a new information. Sum of the first 20 terms is minus 360. Now the formula, n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to minus 360. Yeah. So solve these two equations, find the values of a and d. So write the first three terms of the AP and find an. Now has anyone got any doubt or not able to understand this? Every question I make sure I ask you before I go to the next one. No doubts, class? Did you get these two equations? Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these are the two equations. We need to solve these two equations and find the values of A and D. Then you can find the AP. The first three terms you can get. And then you should find AN. That is, we'll just say, supposing we get A is 2 and we get D is, for example, 5, supposing. Okay. Not for this situation. You cannot get 2 and 5 for this one. I'm just saying, for example, you get this. So AN will be A plus N minus 1 into D. So 2 plus 5n minus 5. So that is 5n minus 3. So this is AN. AN is equal to 5n minus 3. We'll get an expression like this in N. All right, so that's about this answer. Okay, you can see a question here on do this children from quadratic equations. The fifth one, it takes 12 hours to fill a swimming pool using 2 pipes. If the larger pipe is used for 4 hours and the smaller pipe is used for 9 hours, only half the pool is filled. How long would it take for each pipe to fill the pool? Okay, how long would it take for each pipe to fill the pool? Use X for the larger pipe and Y for the smaller pipe. We have 5 minutes left. Try to finish this. Okay. So children, if the larger pipe takes X hours to fill the empty pool, if the larger pipe takes X hours to fill the empty pool, what fraction of the pool will be filled in 1 hour? To fill the full pool, the larger pipe takes X hours. In 1 hour, 1x, 1 by X of the tank will be filled. Similarly, the smaller pipe, if it takes Y hours, so it's like this, that the time taken by the larger pipe, that the time taken by the larger pipe to fill the empty pool, to fill the empty pool. Alone, meaning that alone open. Supposing only the larger pipe is open, the pool is empty. The pool is empty. The swimming pool is empty, and only the larger pipe is let open. Then it will take, we'll say, X hours to fill the empty pool. X hours. Let the time taken by the smaller pipe. Let the time taken by the smaller pipe to fill the empty pool. To fill the empty pool alone be Y hours. So 1 hour's work, that is work done by the larger pipe in 1 hour, by the larger pipe in 1 hour. Work done by the larger pipe in 1 hour is equal to 1 by X. Work done by the smaller pipe in 1 hour is equal to 1 by Y. So that together's 1 hour's work will be 1 by X plus 1 by Y. The smaller pipe and the larger pipe together's 1 hour's work will be 1 by X plus 1 by Y. Write down so far. So the combined 1 hour's work done together, or work done by both the pipes, work done by both the pipes in 1 hour is equal to 1 by X plus 1 by Y. Now, the work done or the fraction of the pool is filled by both the pipes in 12 hours. Therefore, both the pipes 1 hour's work will be 1 by 12. So clearly 1 by this one, this is equal to this. This one and this one, they're equal. Clearly 1 by X plus 1 by Y is equal to 1 by 12. Is the first equation. 1 by x is the is one pipe's 1 hour's work. 1 by y is the other pipe's 1 hour's work. When you add, it is their combined 1 hour's work. That is one thing. The pool is filled in 12 hours by both the pipes. So both the pipes, 1 hour's work will be 1 by 12. So 1 and 2 are equal. Both represents both the pipes 1 hour's work. So 1 by x plus 1 by y is equal to 1 by 12 is the first equation. Then if the larger pipe is used for 4 hours and the smaller one is used for 9 hours, only half the pool is filled. So that means which one is used for, I forgot. This question is common to linear equations in 2 variables and quadratic equations. You'll find it in, you might get this under the heading quadratic equations also. So the smaller one, 1 minute, the larger pipe 4, the smaller pipe 9. Okay. So the larger pipe 4 hours. So work done by larger pipe in 4 hours. 1 hour is 1 by x. So 4 hours will be 4 into 1 by x. So 4 by x. Work done by smaller pipe in 9 hours. In 1 hour, it is 1 by y. In 9 hours, 9 into 1 by y. So 9 by y. Only half the pool is filled by, when both of them work like this, only half of the pool is filled. That means their combined work will be work done is equal to 4 by x plus 9 by y. And in this combined work, only half the pool is filled. Half is the fraction only. That's the work done. 1 by 2 is the work done. Half of the tank is filled. So 4 by x plus 9 by y is equal to 1 by 2. It's the second equation. It's the second equation. You need to solve these two equations. Maybe you will not solve this 1 and 2. Let's take this away. Roll this one 1 and 2. So this is equation 1. This is equation 2. You need to solve 1 and 2 to find the values of x and y. Yeah, take a screenshot, Chetan. Take a screenshot. Complete this later. Take a picture. Take a picture. Take a picture. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Hariharan. Good night.
Thank you.
Nishita. Good night.